Hello everybody, this is Sharon. Welcome to my channel. I have another micro TN Halloween micro TNs for sale that I'm going to list in my Etsy shop in case you guys are interested in some. These items right here are just some of the things that I use to create them, and I thought they turned out so cute, and I just wanted to share them with you guys. I had a request for a tutorial on them, and so this is going to be the tutorial or process video. If you guys still like these kind of videos, please let me know so I can continue to make them. They don't take quite as long when you do a voiceover as the other ones, so that's why I like to do these. And these are the two micro TNs that I've already created, and I'm going to be doing another one with you guys. So these are how they, how they turned out. These are just some tags and some cutouts from the paper collection. This paper collection is double-sided, so I didn't have to use, double paper or anything like that. I picked up the paper collection as well as the stickers from Michael's. The little inserts there, the line papers, I picked those up at Dollar Tree, and I'll go over with you when we get ready to start the process video on the one that I'm going to create with you guys. I go over all of that with you, so if you're interested in making one like this, just stay tuned. And these are some tags that I used from the punch in the earlier part of the video. I shared with you the punch. These are the tags that it cuts out. I think it cuts out from 1.5 up to 3 or 3.5 inches. I'm not even sure. Maybe it's 2.5 inches, but you can cut out different sizes with it. And I love the way the top of it is made. So each one of these TNs has 3 notebooks. Each notebook has 50 line pages, and they have 1 folder. And they also have all the tags, some of the cutouts from the paper collection. You have a pocket on the front and back covers on the inside of the pages. And I just thought they were so cute to fit like in your purse, or they're just small enough to just fit wherever you wanted to keep them. They're not too big and bulky. And you can use these for journaling. You can put pictures in them, just whatever you want to use. I have one that I use for all of my tutorials when I write stuff down on paper, like the measurements and stuff like that. I use that TN for that. So you can use them for different things, just whatever you want to use them for. Okay, these right here are the measurements for the micro TN. They measure approximately 3.5 by 5 inches when you're through with them. If you want to, you can pause this right here so you can write this down. Just kind of go over it with you as I do it. This is their cover sheet here. It's 8 inches wide by 5 inches tall. You're going to score it at 3.5, 4, and 4.5. You're going to round your corners, and I've already done that for this one here to make the video shorter. I'm going to use the 1/2 inch corner rounder. I always use the 1/2 inch on all of my TNs on everything I do. Then you're gonna need 1 folder. It's 6.5 inches wide by 6 inches tall. On the 6.5 inch side, you're gonna score at 3 1/4 or half. And then on the 6 inch side, you're gonna score at 4.5, and that'll give you the little bottom piece that you fold up. You also round your corners on that with the 1/2 inch side of the corner rounder. And then I make a little V right there, so I'm going to show you how to do that. You're just going to get your cutting board there, and you're going to line your score mark up with the 1 inch mark on your score or cutting board there. You line it up with the 1, and then the bottom where all those meet, your score lines meet, then you're going to line that up where you would actually cut. And then you just pull your blade down through there, and that'll be for one side of the V. Then you're going to flip it around and put your score mark on the 1 inch side on that side. Line up the bottom part of your V with the blade, and you're going to cut that down, and that'll just give that little V. It'll just give you a little place where you can insert your tags or whatever you want to put there. Then you're going to just use this glue here to glue those corners up. And I like to use this particular glue with this little detail in on it that you can use, so a big blob of glue don't come out. You can just use a little small amount there, and that makes 2 pockets, and that is your folder. Then you're going to need 3 book covers. I just cut out 3 different sheets of paper. They're going to be 6 3/4 inches wide by 4.5 inches tall. You're going to score it at 3 3/8 or halfway, and you're going to round your corners on those as well. Then you're going to need 24 inches of elastic, and in the color of your choice. And I usually just wrap it around my ruler twice. I have a 12-inch ruler, so just wrap it around twice and cut it. Then you're also going to need 12 inches of elastic for your closure, and I just lay it on my ruler and then I cut it at the 12-inch mark. You're also going to need 3 mini composition books. The ones I purchased, I get them at Dollar Tree. There's 50 sheets in each one. They're 3 1/4 by 4 1/2 is the measurements on those. Make sure they are the sewn in kind and not stapled, because you will be cutting that thread, and I've already done those 2, so we're going to do this one with you guys. I just take my blade, open my notebook up, and just cut that thread. It's really simple to do. Just do it carefully where you don't cut your paper, and it'll just cut right down there. It comes out really easy. I just throw the cover away unless you want to use it for something else, and then I find the middle of my book where the thread will be. Sometimes I have a little bit of trouble finding that. But after you find it, then you're just going to pull your thread out. And I just take my blade right there and just pull that up. And then those are ready to be inserted into your books. Or your book covers. So I'm just sticking those in there, getting those ready. So that's your 3 book covers. That's your folder, and here is your cover. So we're going to go back to the cover, we're going to laminate that. And I just get my laminating sheets at Walmart and use those. This one, I'm not sure what size that is, but it was perfect for this. And so I'm just going to put that in there and push that through my laminating machine. I usually do laminate my covers and things that I use maybe 2 or 3 times just to make sure that they are good and laminated. And I'll run it through one way, and then when I get it back out, I change the direction, because you want to make sure that your edges get a really good laminate to your cardstock, because you're going to cut that and make it closer to your cardstock. You're going to cut the laminate off. Just be really careful not to cut your cardstock when you do this. I just line my cardstock up with the edge of my blade right there and cut it. It leaves maybe like a 1/8 or 2/8 of an inch of the laminate showing there. And then after I cut that off, then I'm going to round them with my corner rounder on the 1/2 inch side. Sometimes the corner rounder doesn't go all the way through, so I just take my scissors and go around. It does leave like a little impression where you can see it, and then I just go around with my scissors. And these are a couple of the cutouts that I also laminated, so I'm just going to cut the laminate off of that as well. Also corner round those. Right here, I'm just going to score my laminate in the same places that I scored the cardstock. There's really no measurements right here. I just line up the score marks on the cardstock with the scoreboard and just make sure it's straight, and then I just go back over those 3 score marks that's on there. And this just helps your laminate fold easier when you score it like that. And I only score the 2 outer sides. I don't score that inner side. So now we're ready to punch our holes. In total, you're going to have 7 holes. You have 3 at the top, 3 at the bottom, and 1 in the middle. I've already did 5 of them. So I'm going to do the one in the middle with you guys. I always use the smallest hole on my hole puncher there. And then I have to use the other hole puncher that I have to get the one in the middle. And I just measure that. It's 5 inches tall your cardstock is. So 2.5 is in the middle. So I just measure 2.5 inches. I mark it with a pen. And I use that middle score line for this one. And then I just punch that out. Like I said, you have 3 at the top, 3 at the bottom, and 1 in the middle. And now I'm just going to thread my elastic. I always start at the bottom right corner and just go from there. And this is your 24-inch elastic. And I just kind of have mine a little bit tight, more than loose, I guess you would say. You don't want it too tight because you have to insert your bookmarks, not bookmarks, I'm sorry, book covers, and you have to insert your folder along with your sheets of paper that you're going to use. So you don't want it too tight, but you don't want it too loose either. Then I tie a double knot right here to make sure it doesn't pull back through. And then this is going to be your 12-inch for the cover, for the closure. I just fold it in half and stick it through the middle hole there. This can be kind of tricky. I always use that little pokey tool right there to push it through, and I'm sorry I'm off camera here. But I just push it through with that. That's all I did. And then I'm just going to check and see how much I need to pull through to have the... See, that was too big. So I'm going to pull it back through and just make it a little bit tighter. And this size right here is perfect. So I'm just going to pull that back over and double knot that as well. And then I will cut off the length that I don't need of that elastic. I'm just rechecking it there. I thought this paper was so cute. Like I said before, I got it at Michael's. It's the Recollections Hocus Pocus brand. That's also where I picked up my stickers and things like that. These little pockets right here, I made those from, it's just the little pockets that you use in the pocket letters. I just cut those down to size like I wanted them. I just used my ATG gun to glue them, and then I just put them in there, and that's how I do them. I make one for the front cover on the inside there and one for the back cover on the inside. And so now I'm just going to put my book covers in there. I usually do 2 book covers and then I do my folder next. You can do them in any order that you want to. It doesn't really matter. And then my last book cover goes there. And then I'm going to just include the tags that I punched out with the punch. I usually put the wider ones in the middle there in my folder. And then the smaller ones that's not quite as wide in the little pockets there. These are some cutouts from the paper collection. And that's basically it. You can just decorate the front ever how you like it. So I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, just let me know, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.